According to Sellos, Maniakes was 3 meters tall. Holy. His problem was that he was violent, cruel, arrogant, and he was extremely rude to everyone, even the Varangians.
Thessaloniki rose to become the Roman Empire's second city, surpassed only by Constantinople, following the loss of Antioch in 634 and Alexandria in 641 to the early Muslim expansion. During the Middle Ages, the city flourished as a major hub of Christian Roman culture, international trade, education, and religious evangelism, notably playing a key role in the conversion of the Slavs who settled the Balkans. Thessaloniki possesses a long and rich history, and today we will explore the key attributes of this pivotal medieval Roman metropolis between the years 900 and 1430 AD. Poised strategically on the Thermaic Gulf and astride the vital Via Egnatia, the great Roman road connecting the Adriatic Sea to the Aegean and onward to Constantinople, Thessaloniki was far more than just a major population center. It was a linchpin, essential for imperial commerce, military logistics, and communication. Its formidable fortifications guarded the northern approaches to the Hellenic peninsula, making it a bulwark for the medieval Roman state. This strategic position fueled its economic engine. Thessaloniki's markets pulsed with life. Imagine the agora, the central marketplace, bustling not just with locals, but with merchants from across the known world, brought via the Via Egnatia and the sea lanes. Silk from the east, spices from afar, gleaming ceramics, rich textiles, grain, wine, and olive oil, all were traded here. This constant influx of people and goods made the city a vibrant melting pot, a place where Greek, Slavic, Jewish, Armenian, Italian, and other voices mingled, exchanging not just wares but ideas and customs. Public baths served alongside the agora as crucial social spaces, where citizens gathered to discuss news, politics, and daily affairs. Yet, Thessaloniki's identity was profoundly shaped by its role as a bastion of Orthodox Christianity. Faith permeated daily existence. The city skyline was punctuated by magnificent churches and monasteries, testaments to imperial piety and civic pride. Foremost among these was the grand church of St. Demetrius, dedicated to the city's beloved patron saint and protector. Attending services here, or in other venerable sanctuaries like the Hagia Sophia, a smaller, yet architecturally brilliant echo of its namesake in Constantinople, or the ancient rotunda, repurposed from a Roman mausoleum into a Christian church, was a cornerstone of life. Religious festivals punctuated the year. The Feast of St. Demetrius saw the entire city participate in processions, prayers, and communal celebrations honoring their guardian. Easter was observed with profound solemnity and joyous feasts, alongside numerous other seasonal events tied intricately to the Orthodox liturgical calendar. This deep religious fervor also drove missionary efforts, particularly the historic mission of the Thessalonian brothers Cyril and Methodius centuries earlier, which laid the groundwork for the conversion of Slavic peoples and the creation of the Glagolitic and Cyrillic alphabets, forever linking the city to the cultural development of the Balkans. This spiritual devotion fostered a rich cultural environment. Christian Roman art reached dazzling heights in Thessaloniki. Churches glowed internally with intricate mosaics depicting saints, emperors, and biblical scenes, executed with a sophistication rivaling the capital. Frescoes adorned the walls of churches like Agios Nikolaos Orphanos and the monastery of Vlatidon, the only surviving medieval Roman monastery within the city walls today. Icon painters and skilled artisans worked diligently in workshops, their creations sought after for both public worship and private devotion. The city was also an intellectual center. While Constantinople remained the premier seat of learning, Thessaloniki boasted significant schools and scholars. Wealthier families ensured their children received education in classical literature, rhetoric, theology, and philosophy. Figures like Christophoros of Mytilene, though born elsewhere, built his career here, offering invaluable poetic and satirical glimpses into the everyday life and mindset of the Christian Roman world during this era. This intellectual vibrancy was undoubtedly enriched by the city's multicultural population, fostering an environment where diverse perspectives could intersect. Central to the spiritual and cultural life of medieval Roman Thessaloniki was its music. What we often term Byzantine music was primarily sacred chant, the sung prayer of the Eastern Orthodox Church. It was almost entirely vocal, intended to elevate the soul and beautify the liturgy, guiding the faithful through the intricate tapestry of church services. This wasn't music for entertainment, but a theological expression, a way to convey the profound mysteries of faith through melody and rhythm. Thessaloniki, as a major religious center second only to Constantinople, would have been a vital hub for this musical tradition. Within the walls of its great churches, like Hagia Sophia and St. Demetrius, and its monasteries, such as Vlatodon, choirs of trained singers, known as salts, would lead the congregation. They employed a complex system of melodic modes, known as the octoechos or 8 tones, each carrying a distinct character suited to different liturgical seasons or themes. The music was often characterized by intricate melodies, microtonal intervals unfamiliar to the modern Western ear, and a flowing, non-metrical rhythm tied closely to the text. Notation evolved during this period, moving from purely oral transmission to sophisticated pneumatic systems. Symbols written above the text indicating melodic contour, rhythm, and ornamentation. Thessaloniki would have possessed scriptoria where liturgical books containing this music were meticulously copied and potentially developed further. This musical tradition wasn't static. It absorbed influences and evolved, and Thessaloniki likely played a role in its dissemination throughout the Balkans, intertwining with local musical sensibilities, even as it carried the weight of Christian Roman liturgical heritage. The melodies heard during the grand festivals, the solemn processions, and the daily services formed an inseparable part of the city's soundscape and spiritual identity. But Thessaloniki's prosperity and importance also made it a target. Its history between 900 and 1430 is marked by periods of intense struggle. In 1185, a devastating blow came with the sack of Thessaloniki by the Normans, an event that caused immense destruction and lingered in the city's memory. Later, in the turbulent 14th century, internal strife erupted during the Zealot movement, a complex social and political uprising pitting the lower classes against the aristocracy from 1342 to 1349. Throughout this later period, the rising power of the Ottoman Turks cast an ever-lengthening shadow. The city faced increasing pressure, sieges, and ultimately, a brief period under Venetian control before its final conquest by the Ottomans under Sultan Murad II in 1430, marking the end of Christian Roman rule. Despite these profound challenges, invasions, internal conflict, and the looming Ottoman threat, Thessaloniki demonstrated remarkable resilience. Its unique blend of Greek, Slavic, Jewish, and other influences, its economic dynamism fueled by trade, its deep religious identity, and its significant artistic and intellectual contributions cemented its place as a truly distinctive and vital center of the medieval Roman world. Even after its conquest, the echoes of its Christian Roman past would continue to resonate through its architecture, its traditions, and the enduring spirit of its people.
According to Sellos, Maniakes was 3 meters tall.